Unfortunately, I just had a little problem getting stream up, so I wasn't able to capture the entire national anthem. Oh, why would the national anthem be important? Well, because tonight it's the 4th of July, and the Elmira Pioneers will be able to celebrate it here at home as they take on the Brilliance Sox again. I'm Taylor Storthy, and welcome to the stream. Uncle Sam coming out to the mound to throw the first pitch. Tonight's game will be 7 innings between the Pioneers and Brilliance Sox. And pretty good pitch from Uncle Sam. And with that, we are ready to get underway. Hello everyone again, I'm Taylor Storthy. Welcome to some more Pios baseball. Zach Nelson takes the mound to face off against the Brilliance Sox. He'll make his first start of the season for the Pioneers. He's been a player that's come and filled in during different interleague games, whether it's with the Pioneers or against them, as we saw him do so previously with the Finger Lakes All-Stars. Him and Eric Charnetsky form the battery. In the infield, at third base, we've got Max Mandler. Shortstop, Johnny Wall. Second base, Aiden Blake. First base, Joe Muzio. In left field, Kevin Serrano. Right field, Ethan Herrera. And Cooper Smith out in center field. Tomorrow night, of course, the Pioneers will be back here at Dunn Field to face off against the Auburn Doubledays. That will certainly be a fun game as PGCBL play resumes after this long weekend. Trevor McKinley, Cody Lovejoy, and Taylor Olmstead are the three due-up to lead off for the Brilliance Sox. Now, we might see some fireworks from time to time. It is, of course, the 4th of July night. But McKinley is going to now get a chance to lead off. Now, here's the first pitch from Nelson. Fouled backward and nearly at the booth. 0-1. That one's well outside, ball one. Two and one now. That one's going to be lined to right and foul. Count now 2-2. That one definitely would have got to the wall. It just goes foul. And just by the way, in case the stream does go down again tonight, it will be because of a connection issue. But the good news is the game will always be put up on YouTube afterwards. Three-two count now. That one's going to now be hit for a base hit. Muzio can't get to it. That was very sharply grounded into right field. That'll bring up Cody Lovejoy now. Runner on first. Inside, ball one. C-Tran, this inning sponsor for your Elmira Pioneers. Throw to second. And they get him. McKinley got a little too greedy and is caught stealing off a good throw from Charnetsky. Count now 1-1 with one away. I know Coach Drum will like to see that. Ball 2. That one's going to be driven to center field. Cooper Smith will get in front of it. It is a single for Lovejoy. Testing, 1-2. Yep, well, Mike wasn't fully in. Whoops. So now, runner on first, one away. Double play opportunity is back open here. Taylor Olmstead, the Utica Blue Sox legend, against a Pioneers legend. Swing and a miss, strike one. That one's popped up. And a roof souvenir. 0-2 now with one away. Oh, 2 from Nelson. Olmstead's going to ground that short to short. Wall. And Blake can't get the throw to first, but the fielder's choice gets one away. Two outs here in the top of the first. Podkul comes up. Of course, for July 4th weekend, the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest is always a big thing, and Joey Chestnut won that. Again. Want to know outside? Speaking of hot dogs, you can learn more about our hot dog sponsor and where you can get hot dogs here at Dunn Field. 1-0 now with 2 away to Podkul. Runner goes, and that jump was really good. Charnetsky catches it and can't do much. Count now 1-1. That one's going to be then grounded over to short, picked up by Johnny Wall, and gets the final out of the inning. 2 hits, 1 left to board. Pioneers get a clean top half of the inning and will bring up their bats for the bottom half. Pirates Baseball will be right back after the break. Thanks again to C-Tran. Skylar Janice is going to be on the mound for the Brilliance Sox. His first 3 opponents will be Max Madler, Cooper Smith, and Joe Muzio. Back here in the bottom of the first for the Pioneers' 4th of July game. Now here's the first pitch from Mandler. And oof. Did he get hit? Oh, I think barely missed 1-0. But fun fact for Skylar Janice. He was drafted by the Yankees in the 34th round of the 2011 MLB draft. That one fouled back. One and one. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 to Mandler. And strike 3 gets him on the outside corner. I could think Mandler a little disappointed. That one was definitely close to being a ball. One away here. I'll bring up Cooper Smith. Here's the first pitch for Cooper Smith. He checks up. And he went around, strike 1. So we see more starters in the lineup tonight here for the Pioneers. They can really treat these interleague games as tune-up games against some tough competition. Cooper Smith gets hit and he'll get aboard. Last night they faced off and the Pioneers took a tough loss. But we're able to get some offense going late. Now we're going to see if Joe Muzio can get something going. He's got a runner on first. By the way, you mentioned Joey Chestnut won the Nathan's Hot Dogs contest, but here in Elmira, we enjoy ourselves some Salins. Whenever you're here at Dunfield, you can get yourself a Salins hot dog from the concession stand. Thanks again to Salins for being the official hot dog for your Elmira Pioneers. Muzio pops that one up. Looks like it's in play. Okazaki coming in, but it'll eventually be picked up over at third base by Mean. So Muzio not on the scene. 2 away. That'll bring up Johnny Wall. Infield playing deeper for Johnny Wall. Ball 1. Now, last night's game between the Brilliant Sox and Pioneers went 9 innings, but tonight it'll just be a 7-inning showdown. One and one. Inside, ball 2. Cooper Smith is going to go to second, and he is tagged out. Okazaki proving he's still got a good arm from behind the plate, and he's able to end the inning for the Pios. 1 runner, but ultimately gets caught out, so it's technically a 1-2-3 inning. Wall will lead off in the bottom of the second, but now we're going to have to go to the top of the second. More Pios baseball right after this. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Pios baseball returns. By the way, don't just want to come out to the games. You can do so many other things here at Dunn Field. Coming to watch a game is fun, but you can host all kinds of events while at the park. You know someone who's got a birthday coming up? I mean, Dunn Field's a great place to spend it. You can get yourself a birthday package that includes 10 tickets, 10 hot dogs, 10 drinks, a Wegmans customized cake, an autographed baseball, and special recognition. This package starts at $125. Call that number you see on screen to learn more. We're here in the top of the second. Derek Hurt will lead off. Thank you to this inning sponsor, Multimedia Printing Services, as Cooper Smith will have to range back to make the first out of the inning. One away here in the top of the second, as Hurt immediately flies out. Tyler Reese steps up. Empty bases, one away. And by the way, you see all those signs out in center field? Well, those are courtesy of Multimedia Services, official printer for your Elmira Pioneers. And 0-1 there. Taken on the outside corner, as Reese gets his first crack at it tonight. That one gets away from Nelson. Sharonetsky made a great effort to try to get it, though. Dunfield excited. We've got a nice crowd out here tonight. 1-1. Fouled back. It's a 1-2 count. Here with one away. Two and two. Fouled away again. Reese staying alive in the at-bat. And tipped away, so he's going to stay alive again. And Reese is going to get hit there. He'll get a board. We've seen that pitch slip away from Nelson from time to time. That puts a runner on with one away. Thiessen steps up. The number 2 came on as a pinch hitter last night. Strike one. That one's going to be popped up. That's in foul territory. And that will be gathered by Max Mandler. 2 away now. So Nelson continuing a strong start. Here comes Yuta Okazaki. We saw Okazaki react and get Cooper Smith as he tried to steal second. Okazaki played a couple games in the minor leagues, so he's got some real experience and will definitely be a test for the Pioneers tonight. Ball one up high. Okazaki alongside Joe Torre. No, not that Joe Torre. A different Joe Torre who's managed and helped run the Brilliant Sox. Are the co-managers. That one gets away from Charnetsky, so Reese will steal second. 2-1, runner on second. Now 2-2, 2 strikes, 2 away. Outside, ball 3. And with that, Okazaki gets aboard with a walk. It's 82 degrees out here in Elmira. Pretty warm night. I will say, to be the bearer of bad news, tomorrow's day could be very shaky. Starting early in the morning, we are going to see some rain. And we'll have to see whether that's going to hit Dunn Field. The tarp will be out, and hopefully things can stay dry enough to face the double days. So, I wonder if that outside corner is going to be a strike zone spot. We saw Max Mandler get retired with a strikeout there, and that first pitch get called a strike against Mean. 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Quickly ahead here. 2 strikes, 2 away. Here's the 0-2. That one's going to be popped up. And Herrera under it. That'll be the final out of the inning. 2 get aboard. 2 will get stranded. More Pioneers baseball right after the break. Thank you again to Multimedia Services in South Corning. Remember, a Pioneers game is a great way to bring your group together. Whether it's a school, church, business, or youth sports organization, the Pioneers are able to offer you some great options, including picnic options. Reserve your group today by calling the number you see on screen. Go Pios! A little fun moment there as Okazaki was a little late coming out of the dugout, and Janice was looking around thinking, hey, where's my catcher? Now we're ready to go. Bottom of the second. Pioneers went down 1-2-3 after that caught stealing attempt. So here comes Johnny Wall, this time with empty bases and a new set of outs. Thank you to this innings sponsor, Papa John's. If you're looking for hot pizza at the game or at home, you can get yourself some Papa John's. There's some here at the concession stand, and also, if you're local here in Elmira, you can get it at 950 County Road at the Target Plaza. Thanks again to Papa John's, your official pizza of the Elmira Pioneers. Want to note out a Wall. That one's going to be sent up the middle, picked up at short, but that throw is well away. Wall will get to second on the error. Aiden Blake will take his first crack at it here. He's got a man on second. Barber and Brian Joe out there as the first and third base coaches. Pioneers still don't have their first hit, but Blake could try to bring that run home on a first hit. That one's low, ball one. If I recall correctly, the Pioneers 3-1 in interleague games this season. Looking to keep a 80% win percentage here if they can win here in 7. But indeed, just a shorter game tonight for the Pios. Last night was a huge Parents' Weekend game. And tonight, another tune-up here against Washington. And it really will give a chance for our Pios players to face some competition who has been playing in some of the MLB-sanctioned independent leagues and minor league levels. Of course, multiple players on the Brilliance Sox roster that have been in the Frontier League. But overall, the Brilliance Sox as a program have been a great way for players to develop and get to the big leagues. They travel around the nation, and it's amazing that they're able to be here in Elmira. That one lined to center field. Wall had to hesitate to make sure it didn't get caught. Runners are now at the corners, and that is going to bring up Logan Scheider. And I'll run you down the entire lineup. Batting, the ones due up as well. After that Blake single, you'll see Scheider, Gil Murad, Eric Charnetsky, Ethan Herrera, Kevin Serrano, and then it'll go back to the top of the order with Mandler, Cooper Smith, Muzio, and Johnny Wall. Wall currently at third, Blake currently at first. Scheider takes strike one. Scheider's mainly been on the mound this season with the Pioneers, but like plenty of the Pioneers players, including Ethan Herrera and Kevin Serrano, they can go two ways. Ball one. He doesn't usually play pitcher, but I have a feeling if you gave him a couple bullpen practices, I have a feeling Max Mandler could pick up a thing or two. Seems like the type of guy that you could plug in pretty much anywhere in the lineup, and he'll be quite good at it. And bases will be loaded as that one hits Scheider. That'll bring up Gil Murad. Gil Murad playing as the extra hitter tonight. We generally see him behind the plate. Oh. Actually, they're going to say that hit is bad. My bad. Still runners to the corners. It's now a 2-2 count. I could have sworn that was a hit by pitch. Here's the 2-2. Fouled back. Runner goes. Throw to second. As the ball slips out, it's not good enough. So runners at second and third now. Be right back. So both runners in scoring position. Ball 4. Shaders eventually gets on base to load it. This time it's just a walk. Just need to make sure there's no bugs flying around. There was a rather big one outside. But now, bases loaded, no one away. Pioneers really need a score here. Here comes Gil Murad. Oh and 1. And again, thank you for tuning in if you're a Brilliance Sox fan. You can keep up with the rest of the Pioneers season here on the YouTube channel. And as well, if you missed any of the game last night because the stream died early, you can always check out highlights there. So apologize, I think we did have a little lag spike for a second. And strike 3, Gil Murad goes down looking. That's the first out of the inning. Arguably one of the better Pios hitters here. Won't even get a chance, bases loaded. Let's get a ball in play. Here comes Eric Charnetsky. He's playing at the catcher spot tonight. And also, famed ping pong champion. There's a little ping pong table in the locker room, and he's pretty good at it. I faced him a little earlier today. He won 11-1. Not sure whether that's just me not being that good at ping pong, or rather, he being pretty good at it. So he's also a player who can do a lot of things. Question is, can he bring a run home for the Pios? A 1 taken. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Pioneers really don't want to lose this bases loaded spot. But it's already looking pretty dangerous that it could. 1 away here. High, ball 1. Do apologize if you do hear a little spray from time to time. That one outside, ball 2. There's a wasp flying around, and just want to make sure it doesn't fly in. And again, it's only this side that experiences these bugs. So 2-2 now with 1 away. Still pretty light out, so not many bugs right now. Chance here for Charnetsky. 3-2. He's able to work a full count. And Pioneers take the lead as that one hits Charnetsky. A very unorthodox RBI. Pios now lead 1-0. Here comes Ethan Herrera with 1 away. Low, ball 1. 1-0 for Herrera with 1 away. That one's going to be lined up the middle for a base hit. 1 run scores. Second run trying to come home. The play at the plate will not be in time. Three. And hopefully we're back up. I'll double check. Of course, the thing decides to kill connection while we literally get the lead and expand it on a huge single from Ethan Herrera. I think I'll be a little less enthusiastic in the full game replay on that because it cut out. 1-1, held up 2-1. Kevin Serrano up here with still 2 aboard, only 1 away. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Kevin Serrano goes down swinging for the second out. Third strikeout of the game for Janice. 2 away now, and that's going to bring up Max Mandler. Top of the order, returning to the plate with 2 away. And again, if the stream dies completely, the full replay will be up on YouTube. If it keeps lagging like this from time to time, I'll probably put up the full replay on YouTube afterwards too. 0-1 now for Mandler. But yeah, just a little shame here. Had some hotspot issues trying to get set up. Hopefully a lot of this stuff will be resolved as well for the Auburn game tomorrow. That one's going to be lined for a base hit. 1 run will likely score. They're not going to send him, though. Charnetsky holds at third. A 2-out single for Mandler. That'll get the bases back loaded. That'll bring up Cooper Smith with 2 away. Yeah, right. It's not just a normal bug. It's a pretty big wasp. So I'll kind of do whatever, but I'll probably mute when I spray. It does sometimes get in the way of the game, but yeah, there's quite a few bugs around here. It's unfortunate. Foul back, 1-1. Now. 1-2. That one taken on that outside corner. That one's going to be driven. Deep right field and foul. Gets off the wall. Still 1-2. Here's the 1-2 for Cooper Smith. He got hit by a pitch last time. This time he sends it down and foul. Strong start here on the 4th of July game for your Elmira Pioneers. They're up 3-0 with 3 runs coming home, and they've got 3 aboard. That one's going to be driven. Left field, but likely playable. The catch is made, and that'll end the inning. Pios score 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, but the bases are left stranded. Pioneers baseball will be back after the break. Top of the third now. Warm-ups have concluded. Oh, one. This one popped up deep center field. And that is going to be out for the first out of the inning. Quick start there. Count now 1-1. Two and one, and 3-1 here. So a long at bat. Now with one away. For Lovejoy. And Lovejoy will get aboard with a walk. So one away, one aboard. And that one's low. Ball one gets away from Charnetsky, so Lovejoy gets to second. Nelson's pitched a long inning here. That one's going to be driven. Foul and out of play. Mailer goes back but can't get to it. Nelson in his third inning of work. He's done a good job. We actually don't see any real activity in the bullpen yet. So I'll say some really good stuff from him so far. That one's going to be popped up. Playable. Muzio steps back and is going to let Serrano get under it. There's the throw. It's actually Ethan Herrera. Mailer couldn't get the tag off, barely. But what an arm from Herrera to try to make that a play. Yep, Serrano in left field, Herrera in right field. 2 away, runner on third. But seriously, that was a really good throw that actually beat the runner. It just put Mailer just a slight bit off his plate, and he couldn't get back aboard. One and 0. First run of the game potentially on third. Podkol looking to bring it home. It was Olmstead who just flew out. Count now 2-0 as that one just goes a little low. That one's inside. Ball 3. Podkol could get aboard here with a walk. Outside corner, strike 1. So he's able to get right back into this battle. Here with 2 away. That one's going to be driven. Deep left field. That is off the wall, but very much foul. That will be a full count with 2 away. Wrong audio. Full count. That one's going to be driven. Deep left field. Way back. And the catch at the wall made by Cooper Smith. Doesn't have to run into it head first, but does have a little collision to get the final out of the inning. Huge play from Cooper Smith. 1 runner stranded at third on no hits. More Pios baseball right after this. Oh, and by the way, thank you again to Demet's Candy Company for being that inning sponsor of your Elmira Pioneers. Joe Muzio leading off for your Elmira Pioneers. Here's the bottom of the third underway. That one fouled away, strike one. One and one now, that one outside. Muzio starting this count even. Muzio's going to line one for a base hit. Huge hit. Muzio on the scene to lead off the inning. We see some fireworks going off around, and we imagine that'll continue when day turns to night. Sunset tonight, estimated around 8:46. Be a cooler stretch the rest of the week. For now, though, 80 degrees. Soon to get a little bit lower. Now, Johnny Wall up with a runner on. Johnny Wall sends one to the outfield. Will that get him behind? No, that'll be out number one. Muzio back to first. Aiden Blake, one away, one aboard. First pitch, strike one. And as mentioned over the PA, Aiden Blake does indeed have a nice mustache. That one's chopped foul, 0-2. O2 here in the bottom of the third. Do you own a business? Are you looking for a janitor or brand of supplies? Muzio's safe at second. If you're ever looking for janitor brands or supplies, call Vasco Brands and tell them the Pioneer sent you. 2-2 now. Muzio at second. Advanced after that one slipped away from Okazaki. It's potential another run on second. That one fouled away. 2-2. Big chance here for Aiden Blake. He got a single last time. Now he's going to ground it over to third. Picked up. He can't beat the throw to first. Two-away, Muzio. Now 90 feet from home. That'll bring up Logan Scheider. That man on third and 2 away. Swing and a miss for Strider. Strike one. Scheider, of course, two-way player. Solid start at the plate. Walked last time. This time 0-2 now. And we see a little Nestor turn as he rings up Scheider with a strikeout to retire the side. One hit, one runner stranded. Pios, bottom of the third, ends. Cheeky stuff for Janice. Still a 3-0 Pioneer lead, but he is able to keep the Pios at bay. More Pioneers baseball right after the break. This season, you can get yourself the latest Elmira Pioneers gear. Hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, warm-ups, baseballs, and a lot more. Whenever you're here at Dunfield, make sure you stop by and get yourself some Pios merch. Top of the fourth inning coming up. Due up. Hurt, Reese, and Thiessen. Nelson will return to the mound for his fourth inning of work. Derek Hurt back up to start the top of the fourth. And strike one taken. That one outside, ball one. That one's going to be driven deep right field. Herrera under it. One away. So Hurt now 0 for 2 to start the inning. Thank you to Arnett Health, the official healthcare provider for your Elmira Pioneers. Next time you need any medical attention, Arnett Health can help all your needs. Now, one away. Here's the pitch to Tyler Reese. Checked up, but held up. Ball 1. 7 innings today here on the 4th of July game. Outside, ball 2. And of course, we're back here at historic Dunfield tomorrow at 7 against the Auburn Doubledays. It's Military Appreciation Night and free Hilliard Thunderstick giveaway night. So, that'll be a fun time for all. That one's going to be driven deep left field, but that'll be the second out of the inning as Serrano is under it. Dunfield is very much a cavern. Hard to hit a home run out of here. And yeah, Rye, actually I'm planning to get some commercials in at the break. You can call Mark Witt and blame him for that. If we go to a bottom of the 7th, I'll probably sing the 7th inning stretch live for everyone on stream. Now, 2 away. First pitch, and strike 1. As a one-man team, I'm looking to improve this broadcast. And I've already been able to include some Yankee sound effects. Just got to get some of the ads for those. And yeah, we'll eventually see some Wegmans, Hilliards, you name it. And maybe we'll save at the pump. 1-1 now. Two and 1. That one fouled back, 2-2. 2 strikes, 2 outs here. And Nelson gets him looking for his first strikeout of the game. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Pioneers, and we'll enter the bottom of the 4th with them still leading 3-0. So we've had a slightly longer inning break as there's the first pitching change of the game. And the break for next inning will thank all the Elmira Pioneer sponsors who helped make this season possible. Now, on the sheet we were given from the Brilliance Sox roster, some of the names aren't the most legibly written. I'd show a picture on stream, but can't get that uploaded in time. But it's too hard to tell what the name is, for this person at least. He's come in from the bullpen. He's a new lefty reliever. Count now 2-0 to the inside of Gilmarad. But he'll replace Skylar. Skylar Janice will finish the day with 3 innings. Just that one tough inning, giving him 3 earned runs. Actually, no, just 1 earned run, or 2 earned runs. One of them got on base via error. That one's going to be driven. Deep left field by Gilmarad. I think that one's got a chance. That one's off the wall. That is a huge double for Gilmarad. Inches away from being a home run. What a start to the inning for the Pioneers. Big shot to left field. Charnetsky now up. No one out. Runner on second. He's going to take strike 1. So Mancor, that's the name of the man on the mound. Throw to first in time for the first out. Charnetsky grounds out, and Mancor gets his first third of the inning underway. The Elmira Pioneers like to thank First Transit for all their continued support of the Pioneers baseball. Thanks again, First Transit. They're the sponsor now for the bottom of the 4th. See if the Pioneers can keep this offense going. Here's the first pitch. Inside, strike 1. That one's going to be driven deep to center field for the second out of the inning by Herrera. Gilmarad stays at 2. 2 away now for the Pios. Kevin Serrano up. He struck out last time. But this time, he's going to send one to center field. Unfortunately, that'll be picked up for the third out of the inning. Pioneers baseball will be back right after this. We're back here in the top of the fifth, and let's now use the start of this inning and warm up from Nelson to thank all the sponsors of Pioneers Baseball. AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Marcus Schmung Schuyler, Arnett Health, Big Fox, Blaze Brockway Contracting, Bill Electric, Buckley's Automotive, Bully Hill Vineyards, Catholic Charities, Schmung Canal Trust, Clemens Center, Coca-Cola, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevy, Elmira Heat Treating, Elmira Junior Enforcers, Firefly Adventure Retreat, First Transit, Glove House, Hardinge, Heroes Comic Shop, Hilliard, who's sponsoring Thunderstick Night tomorrow night alongside Military Appreciation Night, Jubilee Foods, Just in Time, M&T Bank, NYSCO PBA, Office Equipment, OPWDD, Papa John's, Pinecroft Golf Course, Salins, Save-A-Lot, Seneca Beverage, Service Master, Serve Pro, Shedden's Wholesale, Simmons Rockwell, Slam and Jam and Barbecue, Solutions FCU, Southern Tier Custom Fab, Suburban Propane, The Cakery, Tioga Downs, Today's Special, Tom South Corning, Tower Broadcasting, the Town of Southport, Turtle Leaf, the U.S. Navy, Value Homes, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Waste Markets, and Wilbur Auto. Now we're ready to go top of the fifth. First pitch, strike one. 0-1. That one's going to be fouled away. 0-2 now. The 0-2 is going to be grounded to Muzio. He's not going to be able to beat him to first, though. Runner on, no one out. That's a single now to open the inning from Okazaki. That's going to bring up Mean again. Flew out in his first at-bat. What can Spencer Henn do? Strike one. Low, ball one. 1-1 here. That one's going to be driven deep left field. Back at the warning track and making the catch at the wall is Serrano. He'll throw that back in to keep the runner at first. And that was a deep fly ball, but not deep enough to leave the park. Dunn Field is a cavern. Are you looking for the right hotel? Do you have family and friends visiting the Twin Tier areas? Perhaps you should call Clarion Inn Riverview. Clarion Inn Riverview is the host hotel for your Elmira Pioneers. 1-0 count with one away here. The top of the order, McKinley. He's going to return to the plate. Actually double check. He may have gotten pinch hit. See if the Brilliant Sox will look to change. That one's going to be driven deep right field. That one off the wall for a base hit, picked up by Ethan Herrera. There's the throw in the wall, and runners at third and second. They get it in, but can't get Okazaki out in time. So number 24, I believe that is still McKinley. Could be mistaken. Yes, it is McKinley. He's on second with a huge double to go 2 for 3 today. So McKinley was just at bat. Here comes Cody Lovejoy as it looks like the Pios will be ending Nelson's day. He gets a handshake from Coach Drum and fist bumps from his teammates. What a performance from him. He's gone 4 1/3 and kept things scoreless He now just has to deal with 2 aboard. And now, coming from the bullpen, I have to wait and see who it is. But it looks like Coach Billy Wilderman. Doesn't just look like it, it is him. Donning the 38. Our Pios pitching coach now takes the mound. Cody Lovejoy will be his first opponent. Let's go to our friend up in the PA booth, Silly Willy Billy Wilderman. Ready to go. Billy actually missed the game out in Newark. And when he got back, the team mood, Coach Billy is fired was what was written. But Billy's back with the team. He was coaching, of course, last night. And now we'll get a chance to stretch his arms, get some pitches going on the mound tonight. And a fun fact, he is technically an eligible player for the Pioneers. So, if ever a game goes 27 innings like it did way back when Earl Weaver was Pioneers' boss, it certainly could. And yeah, that's a fun fact for any other baseball fans tuned in. Earl Weaver used to manage the Elmira Pioneers. He, of course, would later go on to be a huge manager for the Baltimore Orioles. We've seen Wildman make a few appearances, some with the Pios, some against the Pios. And by the way, A&EC, up at the bat now will be Cody Lovejoy after he finishes warming up. As he steps now at the plate, here's Lovejoy. 1 for 1 today with a walk. So tricky spot as Lovejoy is the tying run for the Brilliance Sox. They've had some explosive innings before. They had some runs scored late and also early against the Pioneers in their previous game. Tonight, the Pios have kept them at bay. First pitch taken, strike 1. I always say, coming out of the bullpen, you do usually want to expect a strike. But then again, you could also see someone slip up with their first pitch. In case they're just not fully warm. But it looks like Billy is warm. That one low, ball 2. Ball 1 on the second pitch. That time, 1-2 now. Charnetsky able to keep that on the outside corner. With 1 away, Lovejoy want to try to get the offense going and get a first run home for the Brilliant Sox. That one fouled away. I'll say as well, the Pioneers outfield pretty deep. They've seen some fly balls go pretty deep before, so they want to be in position at the warning track, but that does leave a very wide bloop range. Someone just hits a nice line drive. That could be quite dangerous. 2 runners ready to come home. That one fouled back. Lovejoy keeping alive. We've seen this team last night, and they did pretty well. Lovejoy, one of those members who did quite well last night. And just a reminder as well, if there's ever a stream issue or problem, the full stream replay will be up on YouTube after the game. So if the stream goes down, it'll still be up. It'll just take a little bit longer. 2-2. That one's going to be lined for a base hit. It gets by Johnny Wall. Run scores. The throw from Cooper Smith. Not in time, but it's actually a relatively close play. Fielder's choice will lead to a double there for Lovejoy and 2 RBIs. Lovejoy worked along at bat and is able to get the bases cleared for himself. 3-2 lead now for your Pioneers. Still holding on. things a little more shaky now. We're going to want the offense to really get going later. That'll now bring up Taylor Olmstead. Olmstead, he's played in the PGCBL before. Back when Utica wasn't going on 16-game winning streaks, they were more of a minnow, but Olmstead helped that team out throughout a successful career in Utica. That one fouled away. So certainly, being in Utica, Olmstead has played at Dunfield before, and not just last night, but throughout his career as a Blue Sox. And I know he'll be loving seeing his team succeed this season in the PGCBL. They currently lead in the West Division. Coach Billy Wilderman steps off for a second, just looking back at second. Outside, ball 1. Podkul on deck. Without a double play, he'd be due up. That one's going to be popped up. Cooper Smith under it. He's going to tag and try to go for third. No, a good throw in from Cooper Smith keeps the runner at second. 2 away. Now, Podkul is someone the Pioneers will remember as having a huge night last night, getting multiple hits and driving in multiple runs. And now he's got a chance to tie the game right here against Coach Billy Wilderman. The number 7 right-handed hitter. He's also the first baseman. He was pinch hit for in yesterday's game, but returns to the plate tonight. Not pinch hit now. Only his third at-bat. Top of the 5th. 2 away. Low, ball 1. We hear some fireworks off camera, over I believe to the right. Might see some fireworks up in center field or over in right field or left field. We saw a couple last night. Only 8:27, so even though the lights are on, sun will stay up for quite a while. 2-1. And Joe is going to be due up eventually. Frank Podkul up now. Joe will be third in the next inning. And by Joe, of course, I mean Mr. Joe Muzio. 2-2. And by the way, Joe Torre could also pinch hit, but it says on the list that he's wearing number 8. Unless he did change numbers tonight. They actually didn't give any numbers on the official lineup card. So, and by the way, when it comes to Joe Torre, the count's now full. That's not the actual MLB Joe Torre, but a different Joe Torre who's been with the Brilliance Sox and a crucial member of their group. I want to thank Torre and, of course, the rest of the Brilliant Sox for coming up as they travel around America, for stopping here in Elmira to face off against the Pios in this fun 2-game series. 3-2 now with 2 away. Podkul looking to tie the game. Ball 4. He's going to work a walk and keep the inning alive. That'll bring up Hurt. Two flyouts for Hurt today. He's definitely given the ball some deep hits, but hasn't been able to get on base thanks to them yet. And strike 1. That one's going to be grounded over to Joe Muzio. Picked up by Blake. They get the out in time at first. Heads up play there. Blake to Wilderman is how that one will be scored. 4-1. 2 runners stranded on 3 hits. 2 runs will... one runner stranded. 2 runners stranded. 3 hits. 1 runner scores. 2 left on base. 3-2 game now. Pioneers still leading, but it's gotten a lot closer. You see that sign out in right field? Well, it says the Texas Roadhouse, and it's got a target on it. If a Pioneers player can hit that sign, everyone at Dunn Field will get a free appetizer from Texas Roadhouse. And I gotta say, that's a fair deal. And personally, I would definitely take a cactus blossom. I love those onion appetizer dishes. Mandler's gonna line one, not to right, but left field. It'll get behind. He's going to go for 2. They can't field it cleanly, so he is in with a leadoff double. What a start to the inning for Mandler. He's now 2 for 3. That'll bring up Cooper Smith. 0 for 1. He got a hit by pitch and also hit one to left. That was a flyout. Ball 1. That runner on second would help the Pios try to extend their lead as we get to the later innings. Inside, ball 2. Mancor back on the mound. 2-0 here to Cooper Smith. That one a little low and inside. 3-0 now. Could see 2 people aboard for Joe Muzio. And strike 1 taken. 3-0 obvious take pitch. Gladly take a walk. But that one over the heart of the plate. See a little activity in the bullpen. Could see that change eventually. Wonder if they'll keep the lefty-lefty platoon against Muzio. That one ball 4. And runner gets to third as that one's dropped. And that is a legal play because he did drop it. It was a wild pitch. Mandler at third. Cooper Smith at first. Runners at the corners. Here's Joe Muzio. Joe, we need you bad. He could come up huge for the Pioneers here. He's already got a hit today. 1 for 2. He almost scored, but got stranded at third. But of course, 4th of July, celebrating Independence Day here in the U.S. Had fireworks last night, but all around here in Elmira, I'm sure we'll see plenty. There's already quite a few last night and continuing tonight. Muzio, the Eckerd hitter. He plays in the Sunshine State Conference. Some Let's Go Pios chants here. Muzio fouls that one away. It's a 1-1 count now. That one, 2-2 now, as there's a strike and ball. And I'll say, of course, Muzio in the Sunshine State Conference, he faced both the University of Tampa and Rollins, the two best teams from that conference. Tampa making the Super Regional for the South Region. Rollins making the National Tournament semifinals. That one's going to be tipped, and that tip will bring home a run. Muzio safe at first, and that was a wild, errant throw. Runners now at second and third. It's an RBI single for Muzio, and I'm pretty sure he'll be able to advance to second on an error. It'll be graded as an error, but he did get to first previously. Now it's going to bring up Johnny Wall. 4-2 Pios lead. But in that national semifinal, they lost in the second game after the losers bracket. Wall will likely send in both runs here. 1 run scores, not picked up cleanly. It's a 2 RBI single for Johnny Wall. Don't you know, pump it up, blasting over the Dunfield speakers. And the offense has really pumped it up. They've got Dunfield excited. Bases now with just a runner aboard on first and a 4-run Pios lead. That'll bring up Aiden Blake. But an offensive explosion now for the Pios. Aiden Blake gets another chance. He had a single in his first at bat. That one fouled back, 0-1. The 0-1. That one swung on and missed. 0-2 count now. Okazaki all good. It just kind of bounced weird off of him. Oh-2 with that runner on. Outside, ball 1. Still no one out. Pioneers have already had another 3-run inning in response to the 2 runs scored from the Brilliance Sox. Wall's going to take that one to left field. That'll get behind the outfielder and off the wall for a base hit. Runners will stay at third and second. So 1 away and runners back in scoring position. Looks like Scheider will come back up. And it'll probably be the end of the day for Mancor. He gets through 1 inning. Whoop! That is embarrassing. The camera fell. I like how Had a Bad Day plays right after that camera mishap. Ugh. Gotta be shaky for 1 second. And that should stay put. Actually need to fix this. So while they make the pitching change, we'll fix this camera. Pios, 2 runners on at second and third. They currently lead 6-2. And there we go. Got it fixed. That happened to me pre-game. I was hoping it wasn't going to happen in-game. Sadly, it did. So it won't be Joe on the mound. Rather, number 34. Austin Orvis. Orvis won the 2018 Division II NCAA Championship with Augustana University. So he's got some winning blood in him, and he's going to be tasked with getting out of the inning. The least damage he possibly can. Logan Scheider will be his first opponent. Scheider 0 for 1 with a walk. So Joe Torre seeing those 2 Pios runners as bugs flying around, trying to make the night worse for the Brilliance Sox. The off-spray reliever. He's had some pretty good times in college. He had a pretty good night last night against the Pios. He's going to be trying to get him out of the jam. Infield playing in, looking for a ground ball to try to get a runner out at first or at home. Still a 6-2 Pios lead. That first pitch outside gets away. There will be a close play at the plate, and they get Wall out. Wall was just out by a little step on that wild pitch. Runner now at third. He just couldn't get to the plate. Good reactions there from Okazaki to make the play at the plate. 1 away now. Two and 0 here. We're going to keep it cranked up. Two one now. And Scheider gets aboard with a walk. And that will be good news for Pios fans. It'll help the Pioneers put runners at the corners with a runner at third. Opens up a double play opportunity, so that will push the infield back. Here comes Gil Murat again. Gilmarod's previous at bat saw him get a double on an absolute bullet to left field. It would later bounce off the wall and give him 2 bases. But how close was that to being the first home run for the Pios? And yeah, even in an exhibition game, I'll definitely count it. It's incredibly hard to get a ball over these walls. And certainly, I'd say Brilliance Sox are about as good or even better as the Pioneers from day to day. That one's high. Gilmarod had a duck out of the way. 2-0 now. Just about at sunset, so eventually things will start to get darker here at Dunn Field. Low, ball 3. Strike 2. Strike 1. And that one. That one grounded for a base hit. It's going to get by third. 1 run will score. It's a very close play. Almost a double play, Bod. But he can't get to it. It's an RBI single for Gilmarod. Blake scores. Shader gets the second. 7-2 lead for your Pioneers. And they continue to put on the damage this time around. Just 1 away. Oh, yeah. I'll run you through each lineup. This is not a point streak game since it's interleague. And the problem is we got the lineup very late, so I can't tell you theirs. But I'll be able to say it out here really quickly. For them in the field, Okazaki is at the catcher's position. Austin Orvis currently on the mound as he gets ahead 0-1. In the infield, batting 10th and over at third base, we've got Spencer Henn. I spelled that as mean on my chart. I really hope I didn't refer to him as mean too often. Over at shortstop, we've got Austin. Wait. Nope, here it is tonight. Yep. Spencer Henn there. Tyler Reese at short. Mike Thiessen. At second. At first, Frank Podkol. And left field, Derek Hurt. Center field, Cody Lovejoy. Trevor McKinley. And right field. That's the lineup for the Brilliance Sox. Is the count now 1-2. He went around. For the Pioneers, Gilmarod, Logan Scheider as DH and EH. Charnetsky at the catcher. Currently on the mound, Billy Wildeman. And then from third to first, Mandler, Wall, Blake, Muzio. And then out in left field, Serrano. Center field, Cooper Smith. Right field, Ethan Herrera. And there, Charnetsky goes down looking for the second out of the inning. But that's tonight's lineup for the Elmira Pioneers and for the Brilliance Sox. Oh, and DH for the Brilliance Sox tonight is Taylor Olmstead. Ethan Herrera up with 2 away. First time the Pios will see 2 away this inning. Tipped away, foul. Tonight, Herrera 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. So great start to the night for him. That one nearly getting away. Okazaki could grab there, 1-1. Thank you. Glad I could help with the lineup, and be sure, of course, tomorrow's game, Military Appreciation Night against the Auburn Double Days, to have Point Streak ready. That is going to be where you can find the lineups a little bit easier. I'll try to have a lineup graphic for that one. But Ethan Herrera beats the throw on that short grounder. It was shallow, and the second baseman had to run up and get it, but wasn't able to get the throw in time, just a step or two behind. That'll make bases loaded now. The situation that Kevin Serrano steps into. He's done well at the plate today. He flew out on a well-hit ball and struck out. I'll say for a pitcher, Kevin has done a good job. I also know that for Kevin, he wanted to beat Charnetsky in ping pong earlier, wasn't able to, and he won't be able to score runs here as he grounds to short, tosses it to second for the final out of the inning. Pioneers, however, score 1, 2, 3, 4 runs this inning on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 6 hits, actually. No errors. And bases left stranded. Pioneers baseball will return right after this. Top of the 6th, up next. Thanks again to Texas Roadhouse. Some fireworks going off as we get ready for the top of the 6th inning. The Pioneers set off an offensive firework by scoring 4 runs in the bottom half. They currently lead 7-2. First pitch now coming up from Billy Wilderman, taken for strike 1. Now at the plate, Tyler Reese. Reese, of course, the shortstop for the Brilliant Sox tonight. And we do see a moth chilling around the window. I have a feeling he's a Pioneers fan enjoying the game. 1-1 lead. And the count you could give for Wilderman, even though it's technically an even count, 1-1 does give the pitcher 2 more balls to work with. Or another ball to work with. Rather, the batter only has 1 more strike to work with. I don't know whether he called a strike on that pitch. Whether he just checked up and couldn't hold back. I'll follow along, but see. Now it's a 2-2 count. Could be 3-1 though. I'll have to double check. We'll see from the umpire. It's kind of annoying the umpires don't always show from time to time. Sometimes makes it harder to spot errors. That one fouled back, so it'll stay 2-2. And strike 3 gets him looking. Reese goes down to start, and here comes Thiessen now with 1 away. And that'll be another strikeout for your Elmira Pioneers. Thiessen up, 1 away. Ball one just outside. Thank you to Hilliard, this inning sponsor of the Pioneers. And by the way, Hilliard will also be sponsoring free Thunder Sticks as part of Military Appreciation Night tomorrow night. Thank you again to Hilliard for being a supporter of the Elmira Pioneers. Count now 2-1. Two and two now. And Billy knows how to work himself back into counts, back into tough situations. High, ball three. We got a full count with one away. A reminder, of course, 7-inning game tonight. A full 9-inning game will happen tomorrow night when the Pioneers face off against the Auburn Doubledays again. Now it's low, ball four. Thiessen gets aboard. One on, one away. Now, this is the spot in the order where Okazaki comes up, but it looks like we're going to see a pinch hitter. Pepe Soto will enter the game. Soto's going to pop this one up. Johnny Wall under it. Two away. Soto's first at bat over on the first pitch. Two away for the Pios now. Got a runner on first. Hen back up. Runner goes. Chernetsky can't do anything about it. Well executed stolen base right there. One 0 here with two away. That one's low, ball two. Can be tough to find things to say sometimes during these games. Trying to avoid giving too much dead space in between pitches. Obviously, it's definitely a healthy thing to do. The pickoff attempt back to Blake not in time. Still a 2-0 count. Scoreboard actually showing 3 balls now, but I think they accidentally added one on that pickoff throw and turn from Billy Wilderman. He's looking back. Ball 3 now. Friend Nate confused at the count because he again thought that that pickoff throw was actually a pitch. The 3-1 lands in the zone for a strike. Spencer Hen, evil in the count. Man, I was thinking, I said evil instead of equal because I was remembering that I was used to call him mean at the start of the game. Do apologize, Spencer. Got confused by the writing. But now the number 5 third baseman for the Brilliance Sox. He's got a runner on second. He's got 2 outs. That one's going to be grounded and foul. Now we do hear more fireworks going off around the neighborhood here. Quite a few residential homes in this little section. Dunfield nestled away in a little corner. Over to the left, out in left field, you won't see many fireworks because that's where the river is. Over to the center and right, that's where homes, and you'll see some things. We hear a few going off. 3-2. Can the Brilliant Sox get some fireworks on the base path and in the field? Ball 4. Runner steals third. Runners now at the corners. 2 away. McKinley back up. Two for 3 with a single double. He's just a home run and triple away from the cycle. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Runner goes. Charnetsky, and Pios' defense just not ready. It's a 1-1 count now. Runners both in scoring position. Drum might be a little disappointed about that. Charnetsky actually had a pretty good jump there. The 1-1 for strike 2. And once again, we've got ourselves a 2-strike count with 2 away here. Now in the top of the 6th inning. 1-2 now for Billy Wilderman. Pitching to McKinley. That one gets away from Charnetsky. 1 run will score. It's a 2-2 count. It's now a 7-3 game. Full count. Let's crank it up. And with that, the Pios get out of the inning. A big strikeout there from Billy Wilderman. 1 run scores on no hits. Just walks and wild pitches. 1 left the board. Still a 7-3 Pios lead, entering the bottom of the 6th inning. More Pios baseball right after this. And they're actually doing the 7th inning stretch now. Caden Sullivan takes the mound again. We saw him pitch last night against the Pioneers. Finishing up his career at St. Francis. Mentioned a 2-way player, but he's got a good arm on the mound. Now looking to keep things quiet here in the bottom of the 6th. Hunter Kendall will pinch hit for Max Mandler. He takes ball 1. Swing and a miss. Like a corkscrew that time. One. High, good attempt to frame it there by Soto, but can't. 2-1. Two and two. I will tilt the camera up slightly just so you guys can see a few of the fireworks going on above. Alongside the game. 2-2 now. Strike three, and they're going to get Kendall looking. One away here in the bottom of the sixth. Thank you to Bully Hill Vineyards. Official wine for your Pioneers. They're the sponsor of this inning. And you'll see them on the back of our jerseys. And now stepping up to the plate, it's the lefty who hit one off of Billy, Nick Ficarro. He's pitching hit. He's pinch hitting for Cooper Smith. First pitch, ball one to Ficarro. Two and 0. Strike one. Three and one here. So Nick Ficarro drawing a good count. Joe Muzio on deck. Doesn't look like he's going to get pinch hit for. Swing and a miss. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout in a row. Two away now here in the bottom of the sixth. That'll bring up Joe Muzio. And they're bringing in a new pitcher with 2 outs in the bottom of the sixth inning. He's going to get some fist bumps. 2/3 of an inning of perfect pitching. So good job, Caden Sullivan. Not even for a platoon switch after all. It's just for someone else to warm up and get some action. It's an interesting call there from Joe Torre. And like I said, not the Joe Torre from the New York Yankees. Rather, a different Joe Torre. We'll get you the info who's on the mound. But again, thank you for tuning in for 4th of July baseball. Top of the 7th coming up after this. It'll be Last Chance Saloon for the Washington Brilliance Sox. Tomorrow night, get to see more PGCBL action. That'll bring up number 27, McDowell, to the mound to face off against Joe Muzio. And again, if you're here for the Brilliant Sox, if you're here for the Pioneers, thank you for tuning in. Still got some more baseball to play. 2 outs. Here's Joe Muzio. Strike 1 taken inside. Muzio lines that one for a base hit. He'll keep the inning alive with a single. That'll likely bring up Johnny Wall unless he has been pinch hit for. Doesn't look like it. Johnny Wall returns. A fan just shouted out, "Johnny, sign my chest." You can tell the Pios faithful liking this and liking Johnny Wall. He's had a great season for the Pios over at third base. He's taking that first pitch 0-1. Tonight, Wall 1 for 3 with an error, but also got on with a single. I brought home a couple RBIs. 1-1. That one, it's going to stay fair. So that'll likely end the inning. Yep, he's out. So I'd say just pretty unlucky for Wall that didn't go foul. Pios get 1 hit, but strand 1 runner. Last Chance Saloon coming up, top of the 7th. Top of the 7th, underway here at historic Dunn Field. The Brilliant Sox, after a tough night last night, a big win, they've been struggling. They stumble into Last Chance Saloon, and they get 3 shots, 3 chances to come back. They need to score 4. Their dealer, Billy Wilderman, he wants to cut them off. First pitch taken, strike 1. Leading off will be Lovejoy. Outside, ball 1. Three outs to go. Fouled away, 1-2 to Lovejoy. Things have gotten darker here at Dunn Field. You could hear fireworks all around. That's how you know it's 4th of July. That one's going to be grounded to third. Picked up, the throw to first in time. Great play there from Max Mandler, who does return to the field as a fielder. One away. That's going to bring up Taylor Olmstead, a designated hitter. And now we see, hold on, I'm going to just get rid of this graphic 1 second. I love the Last Chance Saloon graphic. We'll give you a chance to see a couple fireworks going on during this at-bat. One and one now. Some more Let's Go Pios chants here. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2 now to Olmstead. I'm not sure whether Olmstead was too early for Billy Wildman, but very well these two could have been on their respective teams during their PGCBL careers. 1-2. That one's going to be grounded hard over to short. Picked up by Johnny Wall. Throw in time. Out number 2. Muzio going full stretch there. And now the Brilliance Sox down to their last out. Let's pump it up with 2 away. One and 2. Brilliant Sox down to their last strike. Podkul up. So close play right there. Nearly out, but just keeps it alive by fouling it. It's a 1-2 count now. 2 away. Down to their last out, down to their last strike before the saloon closes. Before Billy Wildman can cut them off. 1-2. Outside, ball 2. Tonight, Podkul 0 for 2 with a walk. Current line score. Hopefully you can stay this way. 3 runs on 5 hits and 3 errors for the Brilliant Sox. 7 runs and 11 hits, no errors for the Pios. Fireworks to the right, action in the middle. Little fireworks deep to the left. Wonder if they are a little visible. But now we've got a full count with 2 away. Hurt on deck. He'd like another shot. Wildman wants to end this here. Tipped away. Full count again after that foul ball. That one's going to be grounded to the wall. Can he get the throw? Yes, he can. Pios take a 7-3 victory on July 4th. It's a 1-2-3 inning to close it out from Billy Wildman. And the Pios will exit this tune-up series with a victory. What a game for the Pios. Their offense was on fire. Their pitching was solid. Zach Nelson gets the win. Billy Wilderman will get a hold after completing the final 2 2/3. The loss will probably go to Skylar Janice. He had a solid day, just one tough inning. And the Pioneers will get a big victory here. As fireworks go off in the distance, that'll be game over. Coast Drums boys will enter their game tomorrow with a win. So be sure to tune us tomorrow night, back at Dunn Field. Military Appreciation Night alongside some Hilliard Thunder Sticks. You know we'll have to crank it up. There goes a streamer from the booth. I'm Taylor Storthy. Thank you so much for watching. And as both teams will come out and shake their hands, still great sign of sportsmanship between the two. Thank you so much again to the Brilliant Sox for coming in to fill in on this July 4th weekend and play against the Pioneers in 2 fun games. They trade the series, and in the end, everyone can go home happy. Thanks again, I'm Taylor Storthy. We'll see you tomorrow night.